Alright guys, here we are in my bedroom again, about to film part 2 of what's on my vision board. In part 1 we went over this vision board here and we talked about what all is on that and maybe a little bit of what I was thinking when I put it together and how that has manifested and what's still manifesting. And in this one we're going to go through this vision board and do the same thing again. So, glad to see you here. Let's get started. Alright guys, so, I just thought this is really weird because I just realized this. You know, it's crazy, I don't really actually stare at my vision boards a whole lot, but do you even know how many times I've drawn the 10 of Cups in the last week and a half? Like, out of maybe, like, 25 tarot cards across several readings that I've drawn for myself total, like, 5 of them have been the 10 of Cups. And that's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's out of proportion. But also, that's awesome, because the 10 of Cups is a great card. Also, I've been drawing the 2 of Cups a whole bunch, and I just saw that. And I drew the world in the center of one of my readings right now. Here I added journey to it, journey the world. And that's definitely something that I've gotten to do some of. I've gotten to go... my dad's moved to Seattle, so I got to go visit him there. Wait, when did I make this? I meant to make this January, and I made it like last November or something instead. I think I made it right before my birthday. Ooh, so that's really cool, because a lot of stuff started happening around my birthday. There's another dragon. We're still seeing how that's manifesting, although I've been pouring more with my dragon teapot, and just, oh, actually, I don't know, somebody showed up in my life the other day, and they kept saying they were a dragon, and that person is still an active mystery in my life. So that's something to think about. Dragon. And then I really liked how this woman was just kind of I took some tarot cards from the Art Nouveau tarot, which I don't really like as a tarot, but I really liked it as art, and I cut them it was missing a card anyway, I think. And I started cutting them up and I put them on my vision board. And I really like them here. And so some of them I used for what they represent. Like, this is the 9 of Cups, and I like that she's like engaging with this art, which is something that I try to do, which the art is also a representation of life, and it like is very similar to her, and that's really cool. But also it's the 9 of Cups, and it's over the 9 of Diamonds or the 9 of Pentacles, which is, these are both things. So the 9 of Cups is fulfillment from within, and then the 9 of Pentacles is the Lady of the Manor. And for some reason I thought I put the 9 of Pentacles on here, but maybe I didn't. There's the 6 of Wands, the Victory card. This card reminded me of Freya, and so I put it on there just to remind me that Freya is like with me, and that's an influence that I want in my life and appreciate and honor and worship and hold sacred. Only put off tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. I'm still learning that lesson, but I would say that the fact that my YouTube channel still exists is hard evidence to me enough that like I am doing the things that I've always said I wanted to do. Look, the Woman and the Dragon. And this is from like an old Celestial Seasonings tea or something or whatever, but I've always loved this image, and I love, look, there's another sunflower. And this reminds me of the Strength card, which again we drew a couple days ago on Morning Ritual, and then we drew the Lion from the Moon deck today, which was also about strength, and then we drew the Goddess of Willpower for our head today, and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy stuff all lining up, and that's like, you know, the Strength archetype is one that I'm always trying to live into. This was from my Remember All book, and I try to be less weird. I'm really trying to be less weird about money, and that's why I put it on here, is because I feel like I shouldn't be manifesting money, but I also feel like it's ridiculous to feel like I shouldn't be manifesting money, because I need money to survive, and I need money to do my priestessing work. I need money to do, like, anything in this world, really. And, you know, it requires money to make good choices. We vote with our dollar. And so partially I've put money on here to manifest it, but as much as that, I've put it on here to help me be less uncomfortable with the concept of money as a thing that we need. And so, and I think that also in turn helps to manifest it. And so I've done that here. And then I've also put a $1 bill on here. And interesting thing about that, obviously, is now I get a whole lot of tips from working at Starbucks, and a lot of them are ones. Not like a whole lot of tips, but that's like all my cash that I have is tips, basically, or tea house money. But I put the dollar on here as a way of saying to myself, there is never a time, there will never be a time when I am so desperate for money that I will need to take this $1 bill off of my vision board. There will never be a time that I am so desperate for $1 that I will need to take this off my vision board. That was the commitment that I was making to myself. And then here we have a lucky fortune envelope for the same thing. And I don't know what's in here. Some stuff is in there, and we're not going to look at it. Fortune, again, yeah, okay. And then, oh, and then I got this fortune in a fortune cookie, I guess a couple years ago. And it said you could prosper in a few years in the field of entertainment. And I always thought, I guess that was about, like, music or theater or something, I don't know. But I feel like I've gotten already, like, I feel so fortunate and so prosperous just from the interactions that I've gotten with you guys here on YouTube and over on my Instagram. Like, the community that we have, I feel like is so strong, and the tribe that we have is so beautiful, and the abundance that it's bringing me, although, like, it's in no way is it at this time supporting me financially. Like, I think I make like $0 doing social media, but like my relationships have been so enriched, my life has been so enriched. You guys occasionally send me like the sweetest gifts. I know, like, one of you made me a mini mala with amazing gemstones, and then like people are offering to send me decks to review and clothes to wear to review and take pictures of and things, and like I never thought that would be me. And I mean, I guess I do think that like entertainment is one of the things that I try to offer you guys. I don't know if that's what I actually do, but I guess I feel like I'm putting stuff on screens, and that's bringing me abundance. And so that's really amazing to see that manifest in that way. And then honesty and friendship bring you fortune. That's like the basis of all of my business philosophy, is like, I don't ever want to sell you guys anything. I just want to tell you what it is and what I need to be able to offer it. And I want to meet you guys as friends. And if what I'm offering is something that you are called to receive and support in turn, either financially or whatever, then like, great. And until that's enough to sustain me, I'm happy to work for the Melusine, as we talked about in part 1, because it's so much more important to me that like whatever I'm doing with you guys is true and authentic and magical and comes from a place of love and compassion and friendship and honesty. And like, I know that will bring me fortune in some form, and I trust that eventually it will be able to bring me the kind of fortune that will support me completely financially. And so I'm okay with that not being totally there yet. I understand that these things take time, like roses, which also are always manifesting in my life. And actually, I think, when did I change my username to Vervain and the Roses, guys? I don't remember. Maybe it was right before this, because there's a lot of fucking roses on this vision board. Rose, all of these little fabric trim things that are all over they're supposed to be roses. I don't know if you can tell. I think it's pretty clear that they're roses. And our roses just bloomed like crazy. They were fucking gushing earlier this spring, and I've never felt so blessed with flowers in my life as I have been. This Imagine Your Home Totally Organized, that was a fairly recent addition to the vision board. I got it on a piece of junk mail. It was like for some, I don't know what it was for. It was some advertisement. And I was like, I don't give a shit about this advertisement, but I'm cutting that phrase out and I'm putting it on my vision board. I don't care where, I don't care like what, I don't care if I don't have room, because I kind of, it's a little full. I don't know if you can see that. This vision board is a little bit full, but I did find a space where I didn't have to cover up too much to add it. And so that's absolutely something that I'm still manifesting. I'll say, like, this is better than it's been. Just believe me that this is way better than it's been. And I'm really glad that didn't totally focus, because we're just not going to talk about that right now. And it's getting better every day. You create your own stage. The audience is waiting. Oh my God, how many years ago did I get that fortune in a fortune cookie? I don't know, probably like in high school. And I just finally put it on my vision board this January. And when did I start doing morning ritual? Not that long ago. When did I start doing YouTube? Not that long ago. But you guys are showing up. You guys are here. Like, I always thought, like, I believe that there's somebody out there who would want to watch these things, but I just don't know who they are, and I just don't know how they would ever find me. And I'm like, and then I was just like, fuck it. Let's just do it, okay? And I don't know if I was thinking that when I put this on here. I really don't know. But this is the philosophy. It's like, I'm actually surprised to see this on my vision board. That's how little I engage with this actively, but it's still manifested. It's still true. Like, I've created my own stage here on YouTube and on Instagram, especially with Morning Ritual, and you guys show up because the magic that I'm offering is something that you want. It is something that you resonate with. The audience is waiting, where nature's artistry and the spirit of poetry bloom in harmony. And that's like on my balcony, right? We get the spirit of poetry and nature's artistry. It's like the spirit of poetry. Ansus, the wind, Odin. Anyhow, all that coming through. Oh, and then Wunyo, that's the most recent. Okay, we'll come back to that. Yeah, I just think of interpreting the cards and letting, like, so the spirit of poetry, like, the way that a lot of the things that I say about the cards that we pull on Morning Ritual, like, they're not from me always. Like, sometimes they're from me, and sometimes I just have to shut up and let something come through, and then I can say it, but it's more like I'm the translator. And I feel like that's what the spirit of poetry means to me here, and nature's artistry, like the chimes and the peacocks and the birds and the breeze. And I just think, what a perfect metaphor this whole sentence is, or what a perfect analogy, or even just description this whole sentence is together. You create your own stage, the audience is waiting, where nature's artistry and the spirit of poetry bloom in harmony. Like, that's just a perfect description of Morning Ritual. And my support group. Oh my God. That's exactly, oh my God. This is like Morning Ritual to a T. And Wunyo, see, I was trying to manifest this, I guess, more in like real life, like on the ground. But the truth is I kind of already had it on the ground. Like, I already have, I mean, you're an angel. That's like basically for Abigail, and also for trying to bring that out in me, I guess. And also Annie. I love you guys. Oh, and the fairies. Look at the fairies. And Verbena, of course, that's Vervain. Wonderful women, that's you guys, although you're not all women, I know that, but that's fine. And we've got another car here. We've got a bunch of cars here, actually. Car, definitely still manifesting those. Those definitely have not showed up in my life yet. Although, it's also true that, like, whenever I have needed transportation, I've had it. So I've never been so stuck that I couldn't get where I needed to be. And so that's the kind of, like, I'm trusting the universe to provide what I actually need and what I can handle. And I can see that right now, what I can handle does not necessarily include, the list of what I can handle does not necessarily include my own car, but I have the transportation that I need. And I believe that when the time is right and when I have the abundance to be able to support a car, the right car will come my way, and I'm not worried about that. And here we've got a ship for journeys, which, you know, metaphorically, I've definitely gotten to take, and physically, I've gotten to take a few. I wanted to write more letters. I haven't really been writing letters, but I have been better about texting my grandma, and I have been better about, like, writing down my thoughts and journaling and sharing those with you on Instagram or in videos here or whatever. Scheherazade, I wanted to tell more stories, I guess, and I still do my fairy tale tea time, or fancy fairy tale tea flight, where we come together and we read fairy tales and stories. And I think I am adding to my list of stories that I can tell from memory as well. So that's always fun. What does this say here? This is from wrapping paper. Beginning with one small flower, the whole garden blooms. And I've absolutely seen that reflected in my life. Here we have be brave. I'm definitely trying to be braver. I'm definitely being braver. Going out. Yeah, here we have, I had this on the last vision board too. I talked about all the butterflies. And again, here on this giant butterfly, we've got going out. It's like, Vervain, get out of the house. Dang. That's good. Yeah, life is good, guys. Life is real good, guys. Unicorns, definitely some unicorns have manifested in my life. I did not foresee the Crystal Unicorn Tarot entering my life at this, like, when I made this vision board. Oh, I kind of want to learn to play the violin. And I think Sean actually has a violin now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think Sean manifested a violin since I put this on here. I'm not sure though. My memory is really fuzzy on what order these things happened in. And then here I was just showing some images of some romance and feeling like I feel like my relationship has always been really like grounded and like we've always kind of, me and Sean have always been really good about like being each other's rock when we really need each other, but we're not as good at like romancing each other, or we hadn't been when I made this. I feel like we've gotten a lot better about that and a lot more intentional about that. Anyway, I've gotten more intentional about that, and like through that I've seen him also be more intentional about it. Off to shop. This is like me dreaming of a day when I can afford to actually just go shopping for fun. But right now I use my free time to create things instead of to consume things. So that's awesome. I mean, I also consume things. Oh, and then we have, again, more butterflies. These ones are from the back of the title card to the Chrysalis Tarot. I did not cut up a regular Chrysalis Tarot card. I would never do that. Okay, I was telling you I meant to put the Nine of Pentacles on here. And again, I didn't, but I did put this little thing that says Queen of the Castle. And I don't know what that came from. Maybe that came from this tea. I really don't know. Oh no, maybe it came from... No, man, I have no idea. And then this was from the 12 Dancing Princesses. And I guess I just want to go dancing, and I want to dress up more, and I want to go, like, not like club dancing. Like, I used to go to Victorian balls, guys. I don't know if you know this about me. I used to go to Victorian balls, and I have 2 Victorian ball gowns that I and my mother made together so that I could go to these Victorian balls and dance the English country dances and the waltz and the polka, and it was so much fun, and I love it so much. But Sean cannot dance, and he's like just barely beginning. Actually, he is beginning to learn to waltz. Just a few weeks ago, I taught him the basic step for the waltz, and he's actually been practicing. So I'm not going to speak about this too loud because I don't want to mess with it, but I'm going to say that this is manifesting. Okay. Be brave, be bold, be you, damn straight. Again, yeah, I wanted to write more letters, which I guess I'm actually, like, I'm not writing, like, physical letters, really, which I do still kind of want to do that, but I've been so much better about corresponding with you guys. Like, I don't know, man. I used to think that I was just supposed to, like, put my content out there, and then you guys were supposed to appreciate it, and, like, I wasn't supposed to be a person because that was too much. And, like, you know, it was just the content. Just focus on the good content and, like, don't put too much of yourself in it. Just put out the information or the photos or whatever. Like, if you're too real, you'll scare people away. And I've realized that, like, that's so not true. I don't know how I let myself get away with ever thinking that. Just messaging back and forth with you guys. Like, anytime... You guys know this. If you've ever messaged me, I respond at least a little bit. Like, I will at least give you a little heart if it's, you know, if you're just saying, like, thank you or something, like, and I have a few things, like, I may not have time to write a full response, but I do actually write a full response to most of you guys. Like, if you actually write me about anything that you actually want to talk about, I do write back to you, and I do like talking about the things that we talk about here on this channel and on my Instagram. I love the things, like, I talk about these things because I love to talk about them. And so when you guys write to me about them, I will write you back because I love to talk about them. And I've gotten to know so many of you through doing this, and it's been so amazing, and it's really added so much blessing to my life, so much magic to my life. And here we have party and enjoy every moment, and that is absolutely something that I continue to strive to do every day. I definitely put that I wanted to be better about cleaning my house and things. That's what this is here, and of course always more crystals. I would say both of those are on track. God, it's getting so hot. I'm gonna turn the ceiling fan on. I hope doesn't make too much noise. Okay, create more wonder, definitely on track there. To all believers. Oh, I just loved how this was like a perfect little, like this matched up perfectly, and then it was like, oh, here's this like regular landscape, but to all believers, like here's this portal into this other world. Like, do you dare to step in? And I want to say that I have dared to step in, and that I have kind of dared to believe things that I would not have dared to believe before, and that those daring beliefs have taken me places that I have never gotten to go before, and it's really amazing. And I talked about that a little bit in my rune video, and I've talked about it a little bit in my vlogs, and hopefully I'll continue to develop the bravery that is required not only to do it, but to talk about it on YouTube, because that's a whole nother thing. Books, I've been wanting to read more. I am actually reading more. I'm almost done with my Stroke of Insight. I'm almost done with Philip Pullman's rewriting of the Grimm fairy tales, which I started like 3 years ago, but you know, we go through this slowly. Yeah, I've been actually reading a book this past month. We'll go with that. How's that? Enchant your life. It's an attitude. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Celebrate special days more. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. These are things that I've been doing. Fantastic adventures. Yes, things that I've been doing. Wunyo, joy and community. That's what that rune is about. Absolutely something that I've received. The star and like seeing the star in each other and in ourselves. Absolutely something that's manifested and continues to manifest. This is my life, which is, I feel like, is partially just about like accepting the fact that your life already is magical. Like that's something that I've gotten to do, that's been manifested. Girlfriend outing. This is still something I want to do more of. I want to like go places more with my witchy friends who are girls or women or whatever, because I feel like if I ever go out, it's usually just with Sean or just to the tea house by myself, and that's not okay. I mean, that's cool too, and honestly, like, I hardly do enough of that, but we're getting better at it. We're always working on it. We're still manifesting. Everything that's up here is still manifesting, even though some of it also has already manifested. And then, of course, we've got the Three of Cups, which I feel like goes really well with Wunyo in this whole kind of corner of the board over here. That's like this whole bit, I feel like is really about community and sisterhood, and kind of like the whole citrine queen lifestyle and what that entails. And then this is just to remind me always to keep a sense of humor about everything, and like to remember that not everything that's not part of the plan is necessarily terrible. And oh, and the death card here is just here as a reminder, as kind of an homage to Hell. We have an homage to Hell, homage to Freya, and homage to Odin up here as well. And that was important to me to have all those on here. And then we've got the sun up here for the sacred masculine, a reminder, don't forget to be awesome, reminder to cast a spell. This was, again, also like I wanted to be conscious to have like magical musical parties and create music with people and just like do that. That's a thing that I love to do. And the chariot, again, like the doer, like, hey, go, do the thing, show up, wake up, get out of bed, do the thing. Gold star sticker. This was my gold star sticker. Ella gave me these for Christmas. I didn't put this on when I made the vision board because I didn't have any gold star stickers. But now I have gold star stickers, and I put one of them on my vision board. And I gave one of them to Erica the other day. Ella gives me a lot of metaphorical gold star stickers, and we give each other a lot of metaphorical gold star stickers, and I think it's good to get real gold star stickers also. And so that's just a reminder of like all the wonderful things that I've already manifested. And this is because I want to go on a train again, because I love trains. And I guess I got to go on trains in Seattle, so maybe that counts. But I'd like to go on more trains. I'd like to go to Australia too, that wouldn't be bad. The Lovers. This is, I don't know if I've told you this, guys. Did you know that Sean and I met basically over a tarot reading, and the last card in the tarot reading that I did for him was the Lovers? And at the time, we were like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Like, I understand the whole rest of the reading, but I don't know about this. And then like a week later, we were definitely dating, and now like 6 years later, here we are. Anyhow, that's that. I think that's pretty much this whole vision board. Yeah, I think that's pretty much this whole vision board. Wow, so thank you guys for going through that with me. This has been really interesting for me. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I've also like been holding off looking at the vision board too deeply before doing this because I knew I wanted to save it for this video so that I could give you guys my like genuine surprise when I see things here that I like forgot I was manifesting, that have manifested or whatever. This one is definitely less far along as, like, I mean, the board is done, but as far as the manifestations, like, definitely this one is less far along than this one. So much of what's in this board has manifested already, although not all of it, obviously. And also, it's true, actually, like, a lot of this board has manifested already, but a lot of it I can, like, see and feel beginning to manifest and beginning to become, like, tangible parts of my life, and that's really exciting. And I'm really glad to have been able to go through this with you again a little more deeply today. And so yeah, thank you, and I love you guys. If you did enjoy this video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, do hit that subscribe button down below. If you made it all the way through this video, I promise you'll like my other videos, I promise. And there's a whole bunch of them, and if you want to be one of the first people to know when my new videos come out, make sure you turn that little alarm bell down there on, and it will definitely do something when I post a video. Comment below, let me know what you thought. What's on your vision board? What have you manifested? I would love also to see... Wait, I should have done this as a tag. Oh my god, guys. Okay, I tag you. If you made it this far, I tag you to show me what's on your vision board. You know, why did you put it there? Where did you get some of the images if you want to talk about it? And like, when did you make your vision board also? Like, oh man, okay, I'm gonna make this a tag. I am. And I'm gonna have to go back and add a little bit at the beginning. So, I love you guys. Have a wonderful, magical day, and I will see you again very, very soon. Mwah.